Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is into Reverie. After completing Ash's daydream on the last couple of episodes, we are now ready to go and clear the 7th Stratum and see what's beyond and what kind of story we'll unlock by doing so. So let's not wait for much longer, let's just go straight into it. And yes, we've got all stones so far. I just noticed one thing. I did check the HP, CP and all that kind of values. Didn't look to see if everything else was charged.
Executing recovery program.
And since it's only a couple of seconds, I might as well. Because it gives us an extra ability to use and to abuse, so it doesn't hurt, not at all. There it is. Yeah, you guys are right. Those eyes do look like what the Iron Bloods had. She's back. Well, she really does look like Kia. I knew you wouldn't heed my warning. But you will go not one step farther. Try as you might, you will never overcome causality's defense mechanisms. The what now? What are you talking about? Just, who is this girl? Oh boy. The damned Gralsritter. Really? It's 3 of the church's dominions. It's me, Gaius and Father Thomas. They look like they're wielding even more of their stigma's power than our bodies are meant to handle too. Then she really is behind replacing the corridor's guardians with new ones. Well, whatever trials you throw at us, we'll overcome them all the same. And when we do, you'd best be prepared to give us answers. Your efforts are as futile as my very existence. Destiny cannot be changed. Yep, but human nature always says that no matter what, we will resist. Even if it is against our own best interest. Alright, we get to start straight away. Let's see. Normally they get one hit ahead of us, which is interesting. Now, I'm wondering if I should save the crystal for later, when we get over the halfway point. Because we're gonna hit them hard. We're gonna hit them so hard their heads will not stop spinning. But when they do switch over, we do want to be able to defend ourselves for whatever's coming next. So... yeah, why not?
Hold out! Black Tortoise!
Because this way, if we use this and we recharge it,
Let's go, everyone!
Got you!
you already got the use of it.
Let's begin.
Okay. Alright, go for the weaker one first, I guess.
Savage wins. He is one with my sword. Here I go!
Escape is... Heal it all! Second slash! Raging Tempest!
Critical! Critical on the one person that can take it, of course.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First,
second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leads. Breaking dawn.
Now then.
Now then. Yes. So, do we... I think both of the girls do not have impede in them, but on the other hand, we need to be able to take it. If we can't take that hit, then we won't survive this anyway. So we gotta be careful with that.
All for one,
And one for all!
how about we liven things up? I shall go.
The thing is, do we want to extend the tortoise? I think we do, because even if they are going to go straight into their S-crafts, because of the damage they've taken, they still need to redo that. So I'm hoping that we can then survive and use it afterwards and save our BP for that. So let's just...
Arcus activate.
Yep. I was hoping a little bit more time, at least someone else to get in between.
Not on my watch.
Oh well, we knew this was a risk. That's why I took it.
Engaging.
Alright, that was actually not that bad. We had worse. Alright, that's good. So...
All for one? Now then.
give the arts. Let's reduce all enhanced statuses.
Arcus activate.
I'll take it from here.
Most definitely.
Hey! They're down. Let's end this.
Roger.
Understood. Savage winds, be as one with my sword.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should have them.
Let's go.
He has 141. Maybe he can have it just or just not.
Ha! Now.
I'll assist. Very well.
Okay, good.
Eternally flowing.
Very well.
And he has 41. I think we should be just able to reduce that.
All for one?
And one for all!
How about
Oh, yeah, more than enough. I saw 40k in one of the hits there.
what
Yeah.
a delightful tea party.
Awesome. 3 pieces for 1 complete ore. Nice.
Nice! That'll do it. A true warrior always seeks improvement.
Yeah, I would love to get into 200 just for the heck of it.
It's only natural. Stats updated.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Crimson Gale 2 can now be used.
That's how it goes.
Of course I'd improve.
I did it!
Defeated the Guardian. And a new Silver Sealing Stone Plus. We did it. Please, it would take more than a few sham stigmas to beat us. I think it was nothing short of a miracle that we triumphed over the petitioner personally. Now, do you see how much you underestimated us? How did you do it? Now, that's a silly question. It's because there's nothing we cannot overcome, so long as we work together. Then let me split you all up into single file. Much like when Elysium was defeated. So long as I'm not fighting alone, I'll never give up. No matter how many of your minions you send our way. Perhaps you have what it takes to succeed. But? Just who are you? And why are you trying to stop us? What do you stand to gain? You seem to believe that I was behind replacing the Guardians in the last few strata, but I was not. Then who did it? The logical assumption, judging by her words, is that the defense mechanism she mentioned is the source. Attempting to discover a means of interference successful, the girl is not directly responsible. Confirming that the culpability for this event lies elsewhere. I am nothing but a shadow. A shadow watching over the world that has long since stopped moving. And what's that supposed to mean? I fear it's too difficult to explain in human tongues. Was she created like Kia, but then before her? Like the original project, maybe? I might be overthinking this, because it's still part of a system, isn't it? I fear it's too difficult to explain in human tongues. And because she is part of that original project, that's why Millium and Altina also feel something when interacting with her. Ooh, a tear. What's that? It's as though something eroding the Reverie corridor. But that's... Observing new causality space. New causality space has made contact with current causality space, resulting in mutual interference. I have identified this to be the source behind the irregularities. Current status of both sides at present is balanced. So something is happening on the other side. Something that's in the process of taking shape. Oh, this isn't going to be good for us. Did you come from the other side of that tear then? I am the first OZ. OZXX. Yeah, the first unit. What does that mean? I see that you may have the power to resolve the battle against destiny, but I would still advise that you go no further, not unless you are prepared to risk accelerating your doom. So please, stop following me. Wait! A sister unit to Millium and Altina, and maybe even Kia in some regard. Well, this took quite an unexpected turn. I'm struggling to process all of this. This is clearly beyond the scope of our current group alone. We ought to return to the garden and discuss what's happened with the rest. Right, And we're going to need everyone's input on what we should do next. Yes. What the leading party witnessed at the end of the 7th Stratum was beyond their wildest imaginations. While plenty of questions still remained, they did finally find some answers. And so they decided to return to the garden to discuss all they had learned with the others. Well, at least we are finally getting somewhere. Well, she bears such a striking resemblance to Kia, now we know who she is. The first OZXX. I never even considered that there once had to be a first of us. Well, that isn't something you should beat yourself up over, Ellie. She's right, and the last thing any of us expect to see was a new OZ after the Twilight was put to rest. No wonder we were having that gut feeling that something was wrong. Yes, something about her felt so familiar, or perhaps there was an innate affinity. It was like I could feel at ease around her even though we had never met before. That is understandable. Well, I expect her to have a strong connection to Kia, but I wasn't expecting this twist.
Yeah, it just means there was a lot more to it than we were suspecting.
Well, the OZ girls are all homunculi that came from the workshop, just like the little bunny, eh? Correct. I don't suppose you know what the meaning of her being titled XX is, do you? Well, I would guess it's to indicate that she wasn't assigned a number to begin with. She's likely a prototype that was created even before the OZ that was given the number 1. Well, if that's the case, I wonder if that means she's differed from the others in some way? Did something occur to you, Alyssa?
Well, I might have an idea, but it's just a theory. We came across records dating back over 500 years ago when we investigated the Black Workshop after the war. Some of them relate to the initial conception of the OZ series. We learned the homunculi technology used as a basis to forge the sword didn't originally belong to the gnomes. They stole that technology from the alchemists of Crossbell instead.
In other words, it belonged to the Croix family in the Middle Ages.
Oh, Alberic said as much at the bottom of the Graal of Erebos. I guess it was true. Yeah, and now we have the evidence. The Croix family stole from them in turn as well. The cradle they designed was originally based on gnome technology.
Well, that thing Kido was sleeping in for 500 years.
So the two sides consistently stole each other's technology to improve their own capabilities over the years?
I believe so. I heard Elbrick and Mariabel banter about as much right in front of me.
Oh, that's just like Belle.
Well, it must have been surreal.
Oh, we've only heard second-hand stories about those two, but I don't envy being caught in the middle of that exchange. I think I understand why Alyssa brought it up, though. If you put all of this together... Exactly. You must have to come to the same conclusion I did. It's only logical that the gnome's first attempt to create a homunculi designed to be the sword of the end would be a copy of the homunculi the alchemist had already designed. I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah, it is.
It explains why she and I looked so much alike. Elysium managed to find someone that was lost to history over 500 years ago, and then it recreated her as if she was here all along. Ah, so that's how OZXX came to be.
So what they're saying is that what we are seeing now is not the original OZXX, but a recreation by Elysium by that same entity they're talking about.
Yeah, slightly confusing the mind a little bit, but I think I got a grasp on it.
Well, it's almost unthinkable.
Almost. It's impossible to deny what Elysium is capable of after what we've seen.
I agree, and the logic does check out.
What's happening here continues to connect to us in more ways than we realized.
Oh, that's another question potentially answered, but others still remain. Why is she inside the Reverie corridor? What is she trying to achieve? Well, those are excellent questions. Knowing she was created by Elysium isn't nearly as important as knowing to what end.
Well, every decision Elysium makes is in its own best interest, so she must have some purpose. Though she didn't seem to be actively trying to achieve anything at all just yet. Well, even if the reason for her existence isn't apparent yet, I'm sure she has one. We essentially cheated our way to victory over Elysium by using this world to become stronger than it could predict. On the other hand, Elysium became aware of what was happening and was certainly devising a solution to stop us. It would be something that, if allowed to reach its conclusion, would enable Elysium to recreate the world like we originally prevented. This is difficult to wrap my head around, but we're dealing with something even more dangerous than we originally thought. If your theory is correct, then the seeds Elysium planted when it began tampering around are only now just beginning to bloom. Well, I'm guessing that the other space at the end of the 7th Stratum factors into this somehow. Anything you want to share with us, Azoth? A logical model based on previously observed data is currently being constructed. However, it can be surmised that an impossible causality is being constructed beyond the depths. As I am only meant to observe Erebonia, my information on the other region is less reliable. Though it would be logical to assume the phenomenon occurring is derived from events in the Crossbell region. So whatever's there is from Crossbell? I'm not sure what to make of that. Yet it's supposedly a causality that would be otherwise impossible. Let's remember where we are. This is a space capable of influencing causality to begin with. Well, I'm gonna take a wild guess that's where whatever's out there is specifically why Elysium made a copy of OZXX. It couldn't be. Take note that attempting to investigate the matter any further is heavily unadvised. What? And why is that? The threat posed by the other space has now decreased. OZX's return to the other side has slowed its encroachment into the Reverie corridor's depths. Relevant counter protocols have also been updated based on newly acquired data. Equilibrium has been relatively restored. Encroachment continues at a heavily reduced pace. However, interference from this side may jeopardize matters. Current models indicate harm to the real world will be kept to a minimum as long as the current status quo consists. Anyone want to summarize that for the rest of us? We're not allowed to go any further at the risk of destroying our world, or at least damaging it. Well, it's saying the real world isn't in much danger right now, but we could do more harm than good if we kept going. Well, it's not exactly a satisfying answer. The real problem hasn't truly been dealt with. All it meant is that there's a semblance of balance, so long as OZXX is on the other side. Correct. Meaning our further interference threatens to upset the balance once again. Affirmative. OZXX also stated the possibility of exacerbating the situation persists. So, now what? You want us to just let sleeping dogs lie and go home? Ha, screw that. I didn't get dragged back here so just to wooz out now. Let's calm down and consider our options. We can't just ignore that walking away now has practically no downsides. Well, even if it does mean abandoning our mission, meanwhile, pressing on has considerable risks. But that doesn't mean they aren't worth taking. I'm not a fan of doing a half-assed job. I want to go after her. You do? Oh, even after everything we were just told? I know. I understand how risky it would be. Objectively, maybe it's best not to risk upsetting the balance she created for us. I'm concerned the encroachment hasn't stopped, even if it's being slowed to become manageable. Yeah, because right now, we're primed to handle the situation. Even if it's slowed down, if it lasts for 100 years, and we're no longer there, maybe then there's nobody that can stop it, and now we are here and we can stop it. We are strong enough. But more than anything, I can't abandon her. Not after learning the connection Milliam and I share with her. She was born over 500 years ago, only to be quickly forgotten and discarded by a few who knew of her to begin with. Now she's been recreated here, only to be compelled to spend eternity in isolation for our sakes. She's never had the chance to know happiness and has now convinced herself that it's out of reach, pushing us away. So please, stop following me. I realize I'm being selfish by going after her, especially given the risks involved. But I won't turn my back on someone being forced to put on a brave face, as they're heartbroken deep down. Not after everything I've been through myself. I simply can't. Altina. Aw, Tilly. That's exactly how I feel. I could have just easily ended up in the same position as hers if things had gone even a little differently. Maybe I would have ended up like her and had learned what it is to truly smile. I was able to learn just how happy a place the world can be after Lloyd found me, and that's what I want her to learn too. Kia. You already know where I stand on this. I'm not going to overlook a problem that Elysium was responsible for. Besides, I want to become strong enough to extend a helping hand to others when they need it. Just like someone did for me. Oh, you're so cute, LP. Oh, do you now? Well, part of me thinks it's foolish to willingly charge into danger, but I hear you. Well, if that's what you all want to do, then you all have our support. You don't even have to ask. Hey, we're the SSS. We're doing a piss poor job if we didn't help a little girl in need. Oh, you're not the only ones with job titles to live up to. Team Bracer isn't gonna sit this one out. And you two have our rules. That we'll fight with every fiber of our beings too. We'll get through any hardship waiting for us. That's the Class 7 way. That's right, nail on the head. Was more challenge than we rise to the occasion for. Let's do this, everyone. If Ellie and Million want our help, we'll be right there to give it. Don't we also partially need Assad's permission to do so? Because it controls this side of the space, right? If it wanted to, it could stop us. Does it mean we have to fight it first in order to get to the other side? I wonder how that's gonna be played out. I don't know what to say. Your arguments are resoundingly illogical, but I lack the authority to oppose them. It is impossible to predict exactly where the decision will lead you. Nevertheless, all systems will be kept open for your disposal. I shall anticipate your success. Unexpectedly illogical for a system to react this way, but I like it. Saying that whatever you're saying is so logical, there's no right for you to be right, but I'll give you a chance. I'll bet on humanity. Thank you. You better be expecting it, because that's exactly what we're going to deliver. The unknown realm extending beyond the 7th Stratum shall tentatively be named 0th Stratum. OZ access movement record confirms an access route, but further data on the 0th Stratum is unavailable. All visitors are advised to exercise caution when proceeding. We'll be careful. Thanks for the help. If we're going to do this, then let's take time to make sure we're fully prepared for the ordeals ahead. Good thinking. Let's head off to finally learn the whole truth as soon as we're ready. Mini-missions rewards have been enhanced. Better rewards will be available after refreshing the list of mini-missions. Alright, well...
Central core activated.
None on this side. And here, 500 points. Thank you. Explore the 0 Stratum and conquer its master, a Genesis Orb. Sounds appealing, to say the least. Alright, so doesn't mean we have to replace it instead of rearranging it.
Trade phantasmal shards.
Oh yes, yeah. Activate one burst in a mini mission for 500 points. Yeah, they're rushing it. They're giving us all the points we'll ever need. Oh, and I'm guessing this is the dedicated party ones, that we get an extra text maybe after we do it? Because activating one burst is not that hard. You just have to pick the team to use this. Yeah. I definitely like this, to be honest. Defeat an enemy while everyone is wearing a ride-along companion. Alright. Okay, yeah, it's a lot of points and a lot of opportunities, most definitely. So yeah, getting the rest of these are now finally a definitive option, and I'm guessing that's what the point of this is. Just give you all the points to unlock everything you need if you want to make an effort for it. Most definitely. Alright, so we need to talk to everyone before we finish up the Stratum, I'm sure. I want to check it out, and before that we definitely have to make a save just in case moving forward we're not allowed to move back anymore. Doesn't mean we have to fight again. Or can we just step in? Well, we haven't reset the Stratum, so... Alright. I'm curious indeed, because by the way it's talking and by the way the mission is stated, it means there is a Stratum layers we need to go through to reach the boss of the Zeroth Stratum. And that's why I want to go in, because if we go in, the enemies will be harder than on the 7th, giving us more experience and more chance to level up. Because if we can reach the 200, that would be great. Because there is, I think, a mission to get one or everyone to 200. It would be an interesting place to get the game at. And everyone will be definitely strong enough to handle whatever is coming our way. And it's not saying that we're not allowed to go back. Ah, so this is the other space then. It's tremendous. Well, it looks like it keeps on going the same way the rest of the space place does too. Yeah, if we keep following it, it should get to where we want to. Looks like you've arrived. We'll start the operation on our side then. It's too bad the corridor's rules are just as active over there. Otherwise we could have charged in together. But I'll be experimenting with Azot on a little something I've dubbed spiritual hacking, so we might be able to make this work. Oh, all I need for you is to first secure a route to the very end. Understood. We'll leave the rest to you. I've got a brilliant mind for hacking things, so just leave it to us. I think we're just about ready now. I'm sure more surprises are in store, so keep sharp, team.
Let's commence our expedition.
Yes, and it's probably gonna be like 5 or 6 layers worth of things. And travel menu updated, great.
Mustn't waste this chance.
And of course, I will go back to check off all the monsters we haven't done yet.
Let's go.
Because we need to grind a little bit as well if I want to reach that 200.
For one.
And one for all.
Engaging.
Well, they are definitely strong.
Got it. Activate. Fire. Attack.
Got him.
Very well.
21.
You'll regret that.
Was that all?
It is.
Nice. That'll do it.
A true warrior always seeks improvement.
That's how it goes. Of course I'd improve.
I did
Yeah, and of course, just like before, I'm just gonna pick the lowest members of our team, add them to this one, so that can level up with the rest as well. And because there's so much experience to be getting here, they will rise up pretty quickly. And with that also unlocking some extra missions for sure. And will this be also... Yes, more blue seed and red sealing stone. We're getting a new minigame layer? Intriguing. No gold sealing stones though, that's too bad. I wouldn't mind more people joining our cause. Come on, give me the last recipe.
It works, I guess.
Of course, it will be very surprising that the first box we pick off in the new Stratum will be our recipe.
Right? It should have lifted.
Definitely not impossible though.
Strong energy detected ahead. Exercise extreme caution.
Yeah, we will. We're just trying to make a little bit of progress to see how this space
You
works.
see that treasure chest, I'm sure.
Definitely high level items for sure. So this is going to definitely be the best place to grind our levels and get items.
Just begging to be opened.
Also instantly go
Would you look
to
at that?
Mark II gear. Which of course in itself is already intriguing as all hell. Yeah, I think we might, after we cleared the first level, maybe even the first two, we'll go back and talk to a few people before
Nice.
ending the episode. And of course, when we if we find those
Let's
two
keep up the
stones,
pace.
we'll of course open them up during the episode. And I'm really intrigued what the red stone is going to be. Is it going to be more magical girl, more turving, more Mirror, or a totally
Still
new
have more to
minigame
go.
that we haven't seen yet? At this point, it could be anything. In all honesty,
Nice.
Jesus Christ, that came in a surprise.
For one, and one for all!
Yeah, you're not allowed
Got
to
something special for you
play
right
with
here.
me.
Oh, why is there more?
It's my turn!
It is.
Cut through!
My turn now.
Okay then. Think you can dodge this? Septenary dot! Ah, how soothing this is.
I'd rather do anything else.
I know you
Got
do.
him down.
Got you!
Hey, I like what you're putting out.
Well, what else can I say but thank you?
Yeah, McBurn trying to connect with the others. Yeah, he will manage. He is kind of likable when he isn't trying to burn your skin off, that's for sure.
It's only natural.
Of course I'd improve.
I did it! Stats updated.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
So simple, a baby could do it.
Full Black Zemurian, or yeah, they really are
Use this.
throwing everything against us with the rewards here. Yeah, grinding this space will definitely be easy to maximize all our characters'
We got something
equipment
so
and stuff.
nice.
Are you not letting me pass? Is that what it is?
Now, bring it on!
Alright.
For one, I'll take it from here.
It's just normal enemies, so
More coming! Let's begin.
it's not the worst thing to defeat.
Very well. What a delightful tea party.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Of course I'd improve.
I did it!
And that's all she wrote.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
There's a gate right here. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, we definitely want to check it out. But not today. I will do it in between, most surely.
Fun times are up ahead, I see.
Yes.
I'm
More
sure
trials.
this has its uses.
Better take good care of something so rare.
The Awakening Headband. Ah, there it is. That's what we were looking for. The lock.
The path is now open.
Alright.
Looks tough.
Oh,
Need to be careful.
damn. Yeah, we've seen the smaller versions of that. Definitely. Alright. So, we've routed the first 2 layers. And that's for me enough to explore. And like before, what we're gonna do is what we've always been doing in the previous couple of episodes, is just play all the way to the end. And then we'll pick it up there for the story bits, but at least it will give us enough room in order to increase the level of our characters, most definitely. So let's get back to the tree. Well, that being we encountered shouldn't even exist, should it? I can't help but be reminded of when we encountered Ishmael Gareen inside the tower. Well, Elysian may have been involved in more than we had imagined. We're probably going to have to confront the OZXX girl if we want the details. Right, we can't just leave her be like this. This isn't just about finishing what we started. We've got to do it because it's the right thing. Whoa, LP, when did we become like the rest of these goody two-shoes? Well, I'm with her. We've come this far, so we may as well finish it the right way. Well, if we know what needs to be done, then nothing more needs to be said. I'll lend my blade and fight to the best of my ability, even if I'm nothing more than a nameless drifter now.
Now, this is a problem.
There's not little more that I could say beyond what has been said. You already know what must be done. And my blade is yours at disposal of it. Not as the former Governor General, but as a humble vagabond.
Hey, listen to this!
Hey, all these irregularities are getting harder and harder to ignore. Not that I've been wanting to ignore this, I must address it if I'm to become strong enough to be his support. So I'll be here all the way up to the final floor. Nothing will ever stop me.
I got your back.
If anyone got answers we're looking for, it's Miss OZXX. That means we gotta reach to the end of this crazy corridor, especially for LP.
Well, this is a lot, huh?
Well, we've come this far, may as well take care of some of these irregularities. We'll have to clean them up to keep going anyway. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. Yep, that's what we need to do.
I'm ready to do whatever you ask.
So many mysteries continues to persist. For such serious matters, it's surprising that the society seems to have no hand in it. Nevertheless, it remains my intention to serve you all to my utmost, no matter what the circumstances may entail. Please know that I am standing by, should you require my assistance in bringing to task the source of all this, whatever it may be.
All I know is we have to do something.
The Black Workshop and the Car family stole technology from one another for ages. Evidently, the whole tug-of-war led to the creation of that girl. If that bad blood is what's behind all of this, then, as Franz Reinfer's daughter, I have an obligation to deal with it. You can be sure I'll give this problem every ounce of strength I have, for his sake as much as anyone else's. Yeah, I know you will.
Say something or don't. Come on.
Did more trouble really have to spring up just as soon as we get everything finally straightened out with Crossbell? If nothing else, at least it'll end my training with a real bang, even if it's louder than anyone would have wanted.
Hiya.
Alright, so there are some new ones, and some are still the old ones, it seems. Alright. Makes it easier for us, I guess. So let's check one more.
Did you say something?
Well, in the back of my mind, I always vaguely sensed black records were part of all this. Yeah. Okay, so the only ones we need to focus on are the ones
Large
with
school of fish spotted.
the mark above their head. The rest will still be the
May we
same.
forge a fine path ahead.
Yeah, they're not even addressing the fact that there's a new stratum. Alright, that makes it a lot easier and faster to get through, which is good. Means we can skip all of them.
Millennial Trove activated.
No new things here. Yeah, we'll be getting a lot more money as well. Let's see, anything new added to it? No, still 2. I'm just checking to see if with opening a new stratum if
program.
things can be pushed even further along than they already did. No, hidden is still the... here, see? Waistcoat number 4. We can go even bigger than what we had before, because all was 3, now it's 4. Making his stats even... Look at that, 400 extra points. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Okay, so our goals are clear for in between the episodes. Make our way to the bottom of the 0th stratum. Make sure that we have at least a big enough pool of members that we can use to fight maxed out with their gear level. And if the black Sumerian ore is really that easy to drop in that section, black Sumerian weapons all the way maxed out as well. Together that with the extra accessory we can make, yeah, we would have some really powerful characters that we can blast through.
Activated.
Maybe even trivializing the entire thing, but on the other hand, if we put so much time in to make them this strong, we have a right to gloat a little bit, right? And yeah, and in all honesty, in all the Legend of Hero games, I never had any trouble grinding this game. It's fun to play, it goes really well. But we'll see on the next episode how far I could have bring it in 24 hours. So yeah, but for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. As we, well, hopefully we found the red and blue spheres that we can unlock. So it means we have a new daydream and a new minigame. So that will be interesting to see at least. And the rest, we'll talk to everyone that have a different text by the marking above their heads. So for now, bye bye.